Today we would like to present our material, but before the presentation, we would like to introduce ourselves. So, my full name is Elsa besi.
My name is Fitri Kartika Chandra.
My complete name is Elsa Trivonia.
So, the topic that we will present today is writing mechanics. Writing mechanics are established rules that must be adhered to when writing a sentence. This goes hand in hand with grammar as a standard to follow when writing, and is an important way to communicate ideas effectively. Writing mechanics refers to the method or process as a person used to structure and develop a particular articles or text. It includes various stages such as planning, research, idea generation, initial writing, revision, editing, and editing. Writing mechanics can vary depending on the types of writing, audience, and purpose of the writing. So the first one is part of speech. Part of speech, as a writer, part of speech are important things to pay attention to, such as nouns, verbs, adjectives. Not only that, part of speech also helps writers in the following measures. 1. Better convey the meaning of the sentence. For example, verbs indicates action, while noun indicates object. 2. Correct sentence structure, for example, requires the verb to match the subject. 3. Richness of the language. Part of speech allows writer to use a variety of the word and phrases, thereby increasing the richness of the language in a writing. 4. Readability and creativity. Part of speech used correctly can help readers read the text and uniquely language will create a creative writer style. 2 is part of sentence. Part of sentence are rules regarding word structure to form a complete sentence and organize words in idea in sentence so that they are explained clearly and effectively. Part of sentence consists of 5 components such as subject, predicate, object, clause, and verbs. A phrase. Knowing part of a sentence helps to provide sentence cohesion and good sentence structure, avoids boring repetition of the word in the sentence, and help direct readers to the most relevant information. The use of the part of speech in the key to producing writing that is effective and easy for readers to understand.
And the next is my part to explain about sentence errors. Sentence errors are either to a lack of understanding about sentence formation or a lack of care. And sentence errors have 3 types. The first is run-on sentence. These are sentences that are beyond the point where the should stop and a new sentence begin. And I want to give an example for this run-on sentence. The example for this is okay, for this example, that is they call is run-on sentence because without the punctuation, that should be a comma in every word. And the next is sentence reference. A proper sentence has the subject affiliated verb that is linked to the subject, and it presents a complete topic it can stay on. And I want to give example for this. And the example for this is John Okay, so this house to make to respect. For this example, John is a subject and this selling house is a finite verb. And for the third is overloaded sentence. And overloaded sentence is the sentence that tries to cover too much word and as a result staggers along under a lot of confusing type. That means where excessive sentence is always confusing. That means the sentence always hit here and we cannot find the main point. And the next subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement is that a subject and its verb must be both singular or both plural. For the example is sorry, they are and for this example, the argument is plural and the art is plural. That's a plural subject takes a plural verb. And the next is capitalization. Capitalization is writing a word with its first letter as a capital letter and the remaining letters in lowercase. In writing system with a case distinction, the term also may refer to the choice of the placing of plain text. What word need to be capitalized? The first is people name, days, titles, historical eras, countries, nationalities, and languages, days, month, and holidays, initial and acronym. And I don't give example for this because I think all of you know about capital. And the next is punctuation. Punctuation is a job that can easily convey the importance of proper punctuation. The difference between let's eat free and let's eat free. It's a simple comma, but it changes the meaning significantly. One is a dinner invitation, to the other is cannibalism. Using the correct punctuation gives you the ability to convey your ideas to the reader exactly as you intended. Punctuation may be a small part of the sentence as a rule, but it definitely has a big impact. And the next will be explained by my friend.
Thank you so much, Tisha. My friends have explained the mechanics of writing from the first one until the sixth, and for number 7 until it's finished, I will explain for you. Number 7 is spelling. Spelling is the ability to spell the word that contains several letters incorrectly. For example, in the word peanut, the spelling of the word peanut is P-E-A-N-U-T. The spelling of the word bag is B-A-N-G. Some tips for spelling, such as the first, is use a good dictionary like Oxford Advanced Learner's Dictionary. The second one is always take specific troublesome suffix in the dictionary. Suffix is a letter or a group of letters and then at the end of the word to make a new word. For example, the suffix able, the example of the suffix able is dependable. The suffix able is responsible. The suffix ably is dependably. The suffix ably is responsibly. The suffix ability is responsibility, and the suffix ability is dependability, and the suffix ability is responsibility. And the third one is make difficult spellings in a small book. If you find the word or some words that difficult to spell, that, we write the difficult spell list in a small book to help us to remember the spell of that word. And the fourth one is learn how to pronounce the words that are difficult to remember, difficult to spell, to help us to remember the spelling of that word. And number 5 is pay attention to homophones and confusing words. The meaning of homophones I will explain for you later. And after that is use a spell check in computer, spell checker in computer. In computer have a spell checker, so we can use the computer assistant to help us to check the words that spell incorrectly. And the last one, learn to become familiar with English, to learn English every day, and then make a difficult to spell in small book and pronounce that word that are difficult to spell. Number 8 is abbreviation. Abbreviation is a short version of the words or phrase. Abbreviation also is abbreviated form of the word. There are some rules when using abbreviations, such as the first is abbreviations are taken from the first letter of each group. For example, in the sentence, University of Nusa Cendana graduation ceremony will be held this Saturday. UNC will graduate 2,700 students this year. The abbreviation of this sentence is UNC from University of Nusa Cendana. And the second one is a common term that many people know. For example, PC for computer and TV for television. The third one is abbreviated someone honorific title. For example, it is honorific title. Professor Dr. Hewan Max U.S. Sanam MSc. The abbreviation of this honorific title are MSc for Master of Science, Prof for Professor, DL for Doctor, and DLH for Dr. Hewan. After that is finished business. For example, FBI. FBI is the abbreviation from Federal Bureau of Investigation. After that is time marker. For example, 400 BC. BC is the abbreviation from before Christ or before the Jesus Christ was born. And the dates, for example, December 16, 2025. After that is call sign. For example, 7:45 a.m. was anti-meridian. The other example is 7:45 p.m. was post menu. The time zone, for example, EST or EST and MST. EST is the abbreviation of Eastern Standard Time, and MST is the abbreviation of Mountain Standard Time. The word number, for example, number 65, we write NO and then point followed by the number. Number 9 is homonyms, homographs, and homophones. This is the part of English that sometimes confuses us. There are many words that sound spelled, but they have the different meanings, such as, for example, the words there and there. It is easy to think in our mind, but these words have the different meanings. You can see in the screen the meaning of homophone, homonym, homograph, and the example of this homonym, homophone, and homograph. Homophone is two words or some words that have different meanings, but they pronounce the same and have the different spelling. For example, in the word there, and they are. Homonym is two words or some words that have different meaning. They pronounce the same and have the same spelling. For example, fault, for verb and call for the season. And the last one is homograph. Homograph is two words or some words that have the same spelling. After this is heteronym. Heteronym is some words that have different meaning, different pronunciation, but they have the same spelling. For example, lead for the verb and let for the noun. The last one is eliminating redundancy. Redundancy is the repetition or duplication of words, phrases, sentences, ideas, or information that are basically not needed. For example, in this sentence, we also went to Australia too. We also went to Australia too. The words also and too are two words that have the same meaning. So this is the redundancy in writing. The words to in the last sentence we can be removed because the words also and the word to have the same meaning. I think that's all.
So guys, this is our material. So if you have any question, you can raise your hand and we can give you the best answer that you have. There are any questions? No. Okay. So the conclusion, writing mechanics are essential rule for constructing effective sentence and conveying ideas. They include 1. Part of speech. Understanding nouns, verb, adjective, etc. to use them correctly. 2. Part of sentence. Knowing the subject, object, phrase, and clauses for the cohesive sentence. 3. Sentence error. Recognizing issues like run-on sentence and faulty parallelism. 4. Subject-verb agreement. Matching verb to the subject for clarity. 5. Capitulation. Signaling important details and improving readability. And 6. Punctuation. Using punctuation marks accurately to convey meaning. 7. Spelling. Avoiding spelling errors for a professional experience. 8. Abbreviation. Introducing and explaining abbreviation to readers. And 9. Homonyms, homographs, and homophones. Understanding words that use or that sound or look alike but have different meanings. And the last one is eliminating redundancy. Using synonyms, antonyms, and spacing to reduce repetition, these mechanics are crucial for effective writing and communication. So that's all our presentation for today. Thank you very much.